Alright, sounds good.
Now arriving at E.D.G.E Tower.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
Yo, Ace. Hey, Ace. Can you share your settings?
I just realized I was not sharing my voice settings, so let's get right into it. There's a little bit of puck going back and forth. A nice pin coming through from Man Bear Pig and Black Prodigy down really low. Exclusive gets the first pick onto TSM Clips, and this is going to be a quick and easy team fight win for the side of Edge. Oh, Leonidas can bring this back on the Zarya pick. He's already traded back 2, and that's a res coming out onto Callisto though. But looks like the side of Overclock would be forced to back up even after those 2 picks from Leonidas. So because it'll be a nice late kill on the Salsa Boy though. It's gonna Callisto gets another late kill onto the other Salsa Boy Wonder. We'll just see these two teams fare as just see these teams poke back and forth. Snip is already built up that Dragon Strike, but Poggers is not anywhere close to his Graviton Surge, whereas Leonidas will get his this next fight. They'll be able to combo this Dragon Surge combo from Overclock to try and take this point back. Maverick does use the Shatter and doesn't get very much with it, but Snip does shoot at the Dragon Strike, does take out TSM, but does cost Maverick his life. A couple trades coming back and forth. Looks like the side of Overclock does have the advantage here, though, as they pop that Valkyrie, get that extra AoE healing throughout the team. And there's a nice Dragon Surge combo from the side of Overclock to take that point. PayPal's going to be swapping over to McCree here. As he's coming back from spawn. Leonidas trying to build up another Graviton. Poggers does finally have his Graviton surge up in about 10%. Maverick does get their first kill on Leonidas. That is a really big pick since Leonidas was at high charge. That is going to get res though. Earth Shatter from Black Prodigy knocks down Callisto. Both the portals are coming out from this side. of Edge to try and negate that. It does work out. Stimp is able to get 2 picks from it. This is a fight going clearly on the side of Edge, as they'll be able to take this team fight and not. It costs them both support also, so that is going to hurt them going into the next fight. Alright, Callisto's probably going to try and hide off to the side and use his Riptire to get a nice, get some kills just to delay this push a little bit longer. This Man-Bear Pig is holding on to this Earth Shatter. As Black Prodigy can't really have his, but Sauce Boy can engage here with Transcendence, and that's what he'll do. He'll use the Transcendence, keep himself alive from that Riptire, just kind of going through. Just get a nice pick on a Black Prodigy, and that's going to force the regroup out of side of Edge, as they'll be down that main tank. They're still trying to poke back and forth. I'm not sure if this is a very smart idea. Oh, they do get Man-Bear Pig down. His shield was broken. That the rally's coming out from TSM and PayPal and Sauce Boy cleaning up these kills as they do get the Graviton Surge and clean up this fight. Probably want to wish they held on the Graviton Surge a little bit longer, as they'll have no ults coming to this next fight. They should build up the Valkyrie, but they'll be fighting the Valkyrie, the Dragon Strike, and the Earth Shatter from Edge. They actually might be able to build up this Graviton Surge as well. The Earth Shatter from Man-Bear Pig doesn't get anything, as right into a shield from Black Prodigy. He charges in, doesn't get much. Stimp does get the headshot on Lee Nice to pick him off. Graviton comes out from Poggers, and the Dragon Strike comes out. So trying to clean up this fight as quick as possible, and only got 2 from that Graviton. Stimp is able to clean up Black Prodigy, and this should be the point going over to the side of Edge. They're looking to take this first point. TSM's going to try and get a touch here, but I don't think he's going to be able to, and this should be the first round of E.D.G.E going over to Edge. Alright, so we go into Control Center here. These team compositions from both teams are probably going to stay somewhat near the same. You'll probably see the Hanzo Junk on both sides. This is a really strong map for Junkrat, but if anything, I'd probably like to see a little less Lucy on this point. There's really not very many opportunities for a Boop. I'd like to see them swap over to Zenyatta, but it's like they're going to be going with the Zen Mercy on both sides. Mirror compositions, just to see who plays it better. In this setup though from both teams, you want to be the team that's really on the low ground here. As odd as that sounds, is that we could just spam into this little room, but Stimp does get a kill on a Black Prodigy. Poggers got rezzed up, and Callisto is down as well. These Hanzos all over the kill feed. It's a little bit going back and forth. The side of Overclock did lose their main tank, so it is an advantage over to Edge. But the first point, oh, that's close. Man-Bear Pig gets taken down from a fire strike from downtown from Black Prodigy. You'll probably see Edge back up here a bit, just so they can regroup, get all 6 together. They weren't able to build very much ult percentage off that for either teams. You have TSM sitting here close to this Riptire, and PayPal is going to use this Dragon Strike to get a few late kills, separate the team. He's able to take out Callisto, and it's most likely going to get rezzed up, and they'll get a 6v6 fight coming right up. Black Prodigy's shield's already real low, and he's taken out by Callisto. Just trade for Poggers. This res can come out onto Black Prodigy. Riptire's coming out. This might be big, might be small, and it does get the Mercy. That's going to force out another regroup from Edge, as they do not seem very comfortable on this point in particular. Yeah, you just want to see them back up, get all their ults together. Leon Ice is really close to this Graviton, and Black Prodigy's close to this Earth Shatter. If they can stagger these out correctly, they can take this point pretty easily. It's a nice Earth Shatter from both sides, getting both teams down, but the side of Edge does get the better side of that. The Graviton strike combo coming out allows for Lean Ice and Salsa Boy Wonder to get a couple of picks. Salsa Boy Wonder gets traded out for Callisto. It's a Mercy down. It's literally just a 2v1 here, and 2v2, and Lean Ice is so high charge. He's getting all these kills, and he's going to be already 25% to another. Poggers has to come into this next fight with this Graviton. Stimp has to get this Dragon Strike off, and it's really their only way to they might go take this point here. and since the side of Overclock doesn't have any ultimates to fight back with. The Valkyrie's coming out from Half Cow. The Graviton's out. That is getting 4 trapped in it. Here comes the Dragon Strike. That's going to pick up 4 kills. Total help from Man Bear Pig swinging at Hammer in here. That's me a clean team kill for the side of E.D.G.E. Half Cow does res up Callisto there at the end, so they can probably go and hold this choke point. Man Bear Pig is getting really close to this Earth Shatter. If he hits about 3 with the Fire Strike, he will get it. He's already up to 86%. Onto that ultimate, but there's only one ult on the table. Both the Riptires are on the table for the teams right now. TSM is going to use his. Black Prodigy charges in, is really far away from his team. Earthshatter comes out from Man Bear Pig, knocks down one, but there's 0 follow-up. As the Riptires both come out, they trade mercies, but really nice. It does fire back with a kill on a Man Bear Pig. Black Prodigy's down really low. He gets taken out by Pluggist. Stimp gets taken out by TSM. And this fight is just going back and forth. As PayPal and Callisto do take out each other's Zaryas. This is a really close team fight here, as it's literally just like a mirrored comps on the point right now. Fire Strike comes out. It's just the side of E.D.G.E. really is trying to fight this. They only have 3 of their teammates here, but it's really all or nothing right now. They only have 7% they need. The other team needs to collect before they win it. As Half Cow's taken out again, that's not good for the side of E.D.G.E., as this will probably be this fight going to the side of Overclocked. Earthshatter comes out from Man Bear Pig though, does knock down 4. Get 1 kill on that onto Black Prodigy. That will just get rezzed up, as this team fight is literally just Lucia trying to stall along with the Mercy. And Half Cow is not having a good game, right? She's getting picked left and right. 7% left for side of E.D.G.E. to touch. I don't think they'll be able to do it. 2 seconds left. And no, they will not be able to touch. This point will go over to the side of Overclocked. The series is already looking really close between the two. Right, here we go. This one is Garden, I believe. And you'll see the teams go swap over to Forest here, as this has always been a really strong point for her. And so you'll be seeing, if the side of E.D.G.E. comes out on this, it'll be a full dive comp with the Far Mercy. And his Man Bear Pick will be on the Winston. I know that's the hero he's not as comfortable with as he is on the Reinhardt, but I know for a fact he can still play it. And this is be the Ryan Zari coming out from the side of Overclocked. They don't really have anything to deal with Far other than the opposing Far on both sides. The D.Va from Poggers will be able to help out in this fight. TSM's taking on really low, and the tanks are getting poked down from the side of Overclocked. Black Prodigy's down super low. He might get picked off here. PayPal's down to 1. It's like this poke battle's Poggers gonna get demeched here. It does cost TSM Clips his life, as that it is a trade you probably want for the side of Overclock. Trade the D.Va for the Hanzo, but not so much as still the kills coming back and forth. Callisto for Leonidas, and it's literally just a brawl on the point right now. Black Prodigy charges and gets a random kill on a plug as his Half Cow just dress up Callisto. Black Prodigy is getting healed up, as you see Salsa Boy Wonder getting really close to this Valkyrie. The barrage already coming out from Stimp. It doesn't get him anything besides a death on that counter. It's really nice to pick up Half Cow as Man Bear Pig to kill TSM. This fight's going right over to Overclock, as they will be capping this point first. And coming into this next fight, you'll see the side of Overclocked with the Earth Shatter already. They're really close to a Graviton Surge, and the Dragon Strike is the only what they will not have this next fight is going to be this Valkyrie. And on the other side, they swapped off the Pharah onto the McCree, and they have that pulse. The only ultimate they have currently is that Pulse Bomb. And now the Valkyrie's just had its final little ticks up as well. The Valkyrie coming out from Half Cow, but PayPal does get a nice spoop off onto Pluggist, as he was not in the best positioning. PayPal just take out Poggers, and this should be the reset for the side of E.D.G.E. Stimp does get 1 kill, just try and stop the bleeding a little bit onto PayPal. He will get rezzed up, as TSM gets a nice shot into Callisto to take him out. I'm not sure how well this dive composition is going to work out for the side of Edge is they swapped their Pharah player now to Callisto, so Stimp is still on this McCree. I would like them to swap to Lucio to Zenyatta here, try and just get a couple of these Discords out, get a little bit more damage onto these tanks and this Pharah from Overclocked. They have this dive composition going in this little corridor. It's probably not the best idea as the Graviton Surge comes out, picks up the D.Va and the Lucio. The Winston Primal Rages and jumps in there. He's able to live, but the rest of his team is getting taken apart. He's able to fire back. He had 2 nice kills on Elite Nice and TSM. Stimp takes out Salsa Boy Wonder as PayPal's trying to fire back, trying to help out his team. Stimp shuts down PayPal's barrage. This fight is turning and will eventually go over to the side of Edge as they are on their last legs there. If they lost that fight, they probably weren't going to get another opportunity. Alright, now the only ults on the table right now are going to be this D.Va Bomb and the Sound Barriers, but they will be put up to a couple more. The only ult really far away for the side of Edge is going to be that Primal Rage, and the only ult the side of Overclocked is close to is this Valkyrie. They're probably going to try and build this up, and they'll probably pop it immediately. The charge comes in, takes out Plugist. The 2 teams do trade Lucios, and this Valkyrie comes out from the side of Salsa Boy Wonder. Callisto is able to just use the barrage, takes out Clips. Pulse Bomb comes out, but you have the side of Overclock getting a couple of key kills here, but firing back is Edge as they'll take out the Pharah and the Zarya. And this fight is just a nice comeback from side of Edge as they will be saying, go home, this is my point, stay off of it. Poggers did hold on to this D.Va Bomb here. Plugger still has a Sound Baron coming into this next fight. Overclocked only used that Valkyrie. They just built up to the Earthshatter. They should have about 3 ults coming into this next fight. They could probably build up the Hanzo beforehand as well. They're going to be jumping straight in. They have a couple ultimates. Here comes the Sound Barrier. Only hits 5 on the side of Overclocked. Barrage comes out, takes out Pluggus as he was holding on to that Sound Barrier. That kill is really huge. See if Half Cow is going to be able to rest that. She's going to go for it. Black Prodigy just charged Poggers off the map, costing him his own life. Half Cow does die for that res, as this looks like a clean team fight coming out for the side of Overclocked, as they will recap this point. The side of Edge will have one chance to recontest this, as they'll have to try and fly through this window. Poggers flies in. He's about to get the touch. Hopefully, if he gets this, it should be good. He's able to touch last second. The Dragon Strike's coming in, getting a lot of damage in onto these tanks. TSM's taking really low, but he's able to get Manbear pick before he dies. Res comes out, and it looks like the side of Overclocked is trying to take this point. Unless Khalees has anything to say about it, he takes out the Lucio and the Reinhardt. The Valkyrie comes out from Salsa Boy Wonder, trying to help his team clean up this fight. It's just Manbear, Pig, and Stimp really low on this point, as they're trying their hardest to keep this point alive for the team. Stimp is taken out, and Manbear, Pig is really low, trying to build up this Primal Rage. The Lucio jumps in along with the Mercy from the side of Edge, and they're able to keep staggering into this point, doing their best. They now have 4 people back on this point against 6. Poke is still coming back and forth. Pogger's taking out a mech. He will get deleted afterwards, as the side of Overclocked is really trying to take this Lucio off the point. Salsa Boy Wonder is taken out. As Callisto, Stimp, are getting a couple kills, trading back. It is 3v3 on point now. Pulse Bomb comes out from Stimp, and he kills himself after he stuck the Reinhardt shield. Is not what you want to do in these moments, as they're still trying to kill this Lucio on the point. They don't really have anything to really contest him up here. Poggers comes right back in. Pluggus has just been riding on the center of this point for about a solid 30 to 45 seconds. The side of Overclock just has not been able to deal with him. They have not been able to touch him. They are doing their hardest to take this guy off this center point. The Valkyrie comes out. He'll finally get pulled into the Graviton. That's how they're going to have to take him out. Half Cow gets the res on the Poggers at the cost of his life. Poggers tries to get back in the back, and that will be the fight. And the first map going over to the side of Overclocked. The Black Prodigy's here getting the play of the game. Let's see. It's probably one of those Earth Shatters. No, there's a Graviton. Still a Fire Strike and a pin into it. Just swinging this hammer back and forth, getting a couple kills. Really nice plays from the side of Overclocked. Alright, just waiting to see what Ed is going to pick as this second map, and we'll get straight into it. I'm not really sure what the map pool is tonight. Alright, so it would be a choice of a hybrid map. I'm hoping for a King's Row here, as I know Manbear does really enjoy that map. It was like both teams we can run that Reinhardt Zarya on that point as well. It looks like we'll be getting a sub in for Edge as Illis Shocks is coming in. And it's like Stimp was taken out of the lineup, and I don't know who else left. Lethal Sporkus in here as a spectator. I think they're taken out as well. So we're still waiting on Edge to get a 6th player in here, and also the map choice from them. Okay, looks like Poggers will be just restarting his internet. He'll be back in a minute or a couple. As we get right back into this game. It was half cow. Half cow's back. My bad. A lot of changes in between maps here. A little difficult to keep track of. So they just put Stimp back in. So yes, it will be King's Row. We see in the Ryan Zarya most likely from both sides. Prodigy probably just messing around and spawn on this Winston. Would have liked to see these teams play that. I'm not sure if their main support on this Lucio is able to flex to it though. Or I'm not necessarily sure like what they're able to run here. Success Boy might be on the Zenyatta for the offense. If they stick with this composition, that composition is still really strong. Just like on the defensive side, the one that was for sure going to stick is they are already out of spawn. I mean, this Lucio Mercy with the Ryan Zarya and the be running the double spam with the Hanzo Junkrat. They'll be looking for these early picks from the Hanzo, the Junkrat, hoping to get Callisto charged up, build up these Graviton, Dragon Strike combos, and see what they can do. Alright, so on the offense side, you'll have this Zen Mercy with the dive composition. The Hanzo Farah. Black Prodigy already jumps onto the point, trying to shock down these the opposing team of Edge. Little Truck does get the first pick on a Black Prodigy. He went a little bit too aggressive. Didn't have his Diva right there with him. So the Knight's will get taken out of mech now that he tries to follow in after. Little Truck's getting a couple of these kills. Already building up close to that Riptire. Stimps up to 70% to that Dragon Strike already. This side of Overclocked will hold for now. Stimps getting a nice shot onto TSM clips there. Stagger him out a little bit more, and Stimps already up to this Dragon Strike. Also boy swapping over to the Lucio, Black Prodigy over to the Orisa. No, it looks like he's beyond the Rhine. Right, and Leonidas is back over to that Zarya. It's one of his best heroes. TSM's trying to get some poke damage in, shooting in these rockets, but in the process he's charging up Callisto a lot. The Dragon Strike comes in from Stimp. He does actually is the one who dies. PayPal is able to get him with those storm arrows from a long range. Riptire's coming out from Ellis Shocks. He's trying to get a pick. He does take down PayPal. It's the side of Edge kind of probably swings back up a bit and try and get a full regroup here. Black Prodigy does get rezzed up. Alright, Leonice gets another kill onto Illushocks. And Bear Pig trade onto Black Prodigy. Dragon Strike coming out from PayPal. They do get this pretty big Graviton with an Earthshatter combo. Stimp getting all these kills here, as he does eventually get traded out from this barrage. Lethal Spore gets to take out TSM as he is using that barrage, and that will be another hold for the side of Edge. Little Shock swaps off of that Junkrat, and he's gonna be over on the Soldier 76 now, trying to put a little bit more pressure on the far end sky that is no longer there, as TSM did move over to the Tracer. Probably gonna try to build up this Pulse Bomb Graviton combo, as Leonice does have this Graviton Surge, and Black Prodigy does have this Earth Shatter. Dragon Strike's coming out from Stim, does break the barrier of Black Prodigy. He's just gonna charge right in afterwards. Kalisto's already taken down. Looks like this side. Stim just straight off for the Salsa Boy Wonder. Man Bear Pig is taken out as well. This team fight should go the way of Overclocked finally. They got a little scary for them near the end, but they were actually able to hold on to every single one of their ultimates there. And they forced out the Valkyrie and the Dragon Strike from Edge. So this could just be a quick second point if they can use these ultimates correctly, as they'll have the Graviton, and I'd probably go with the Pulse Bomb here, knowing that they won't have that sound barrier. Matter of fact, gets some nice kill on TSM clips, so if they charge into here really quickly and we want to res that up, it'll just get rezzed up. Earth Shatter coming out, knocks down Kalisto, but doesn't get much after that. He is pinned in, takes out Lethal Spore. The Gravitons and Dragon Strike combo comes out. Illushocks takes out PayPal, but he'll get back to the point really fast. His team still has spawn advantage. But the side of Edge just got pushed back a bit. They'll have a couple ults to try and retake this if they can build them up. Kalisto's really close to this Graviton. Stimp has this Dragon Strike ready. Illushocks has the Tactical Visor, and all the side of Overclocked has is the Sound Barrier and the Pulse Bomb. If they can get a nice pick with this Pulse Bomb, they should be able to take this, but other than that, Edge should win this team fight. Sound Barrier comes out, countered by the Graviton, and the Dragon Strike combo comes out. Stimp's able to find 3 quick kills, and this is a nice team fight win for Edge, as they only use 3 ultimates there. They'll still have this Earth Shatter and the Tactical Visor. Salsa Boy's gonna swap over to the Zenyatta here, as they probably just want a little bit more damage for these tanks. PayPal's only halfway to this Dragon Blade after that fight, and we'll see how the side of Overclocked wants to try and retake this. They still have this Pulse Bomb, not really that close to any other ultimates. Man Bear Pig's trying to get sneaky over here with an Earth Shatter. He thought better of it, just jumps down, shows himself. Just a little bit of Earth Shatter from Man Bear Pig, knocks down the Zarya and the Zenyatta. He does take down the Zen, but TSM does get the stick on Illushocks. The Zen will get rezzed up, as this fight is going to be going to the side of Overclocked, as Leonice is sitting over here trying to get as much damage as he can put in. TSM takes out Stimp, and this will be the team fight, and most likely the point going over to the side of Overclocked. I would like to see just literally just better ult usage out of these teams. They're just using too many ults in these fights. They're not using enough. As this last fight they used the Earth Shatter, didn't really have much follow-up other than Man Bear Pig himself with his hammer just doing his best. They didn't really decide to invest that Tactical Visor from the high ground. Probably could have helped him out. He could probably just use his counter to his Dragon Blade here. The Graviton comes out, only gets the tanks. TSM and PayPal do combo to take them out, and Black Prodigy pins Stimp, who's now switched over to this Widowmaker. So this boy has already built up this transcendence of his within the 2 fights he's pinned. This Pale is just gonna is just rolling into blast. Man Bear Pig charges in and contests last second. The Tactical Visor comes out from Illushocks, just countered by Salsa Boy on this Zenyatta. Transcendence. Earth Shatter comes out, doesn't get much because the Transcendence was still in the way. Nice Sound Barrier, does keep his team alive after that Earth Shatter from Lethal Spore. Man Pig does jump off the map or charge off or something, but then Stimp doesn't touch the payload. He got off it for a second, and that allowed the side of Overclock to cap out the last point of King's Row.
Switching sides.
It looks like the side of Edge might be coming out here on this triple support composition. I personally really like this composition. I know the Hanamura Dragons in AGL Season 3, or AGS Season 3, we're running this team composition a lot going into the final weeks that we were in it, as we do have playoffs upcoming this Sunday. If you guys want to check that out, we'll have just about all of our casters there doing their best, cheering for these teams, going, just really just trying to end the season with a big bang, as there is some money on the line in that, if you guys want to go watch that. I think we're having an earlier start time than usual as well. We're starting at 1 CST, 2 EST. So that'll be something interesting for you guys to look out for. Yes, on the defensive side, they'll be running the Lucio Moira defense. Both Salsa Boys on the support. Then they'll be running the Arisa Hog as well. I don't really like this Lucio Moira composition for defense, as Moira does run out of heals. The side of Edge can really just poke this team composition down a lot, force Salsa Boy Wonder to waste all of his healing on this Moira and rush in after that. So yeah, this triple support composition will be coming out for the side of Edge. It's really brawly comp. They want to get up close and personal, which is really good for both sides right here. Both teams really want to play a little up close, but you're really on like a Block Prodigy and Leonidas here trying to get these Halt Hook combos. And the moment they fail one, you'll see the side of Edge rushing straight in. A little bit of poke going back and forth between two. The Halt did come in. This should be the go signal for the side of Edge to rush in. Callisto's taking a really lethal support, takes down Black Prodigy with the shield bash. The carry for PayPal does trade back with Commander Pig. That should just be rezzed up by Half Cow. Another stun comes in. Stimp goes down. Callisto takes down Leonidas. And Member Pig is Fire Strikes also Wonder. This is a pretty quick cleanup for the side of Edge. That was a really nice first take. Just took them a little under a minute to cap out this first point, as they are coming to this next fight just ready, as they will have the Dragon Strike and Graviton Surge. Callisto does get a nice late kill on TSM Clips, who has this Riptire ready. Salsa Boy Wonder already has Coalescence for the Moira as well. Both sides have ults to work with, but I would give the edge to Edge in this next fight. Pun not intended. But yeah, the side of Overclock doesn't really have many ultimates, no real defensive ultimate to try and counter from this. There's a Graviton Surge and Dragon Strike combo, putting out all the damage onto Salsa Boy and Leonidas. PayPal does get a nice flanking kill into Half Cow, so we wanted to take out Stimp. It's both supports down for Edge, but the tanks and DPS for the side of Edge do help them push forward still. Salsa Boy Wonder swapping back over to this Mercy pick. And the side of Edge really trying to show that they're able to push this. The Riptire's coming out from TSM, trying to get a pick or two, try and waste down this ultimate from the Brigitte, and she gets the damage out and should take it out. Earthshatter comes out on a Black Prodigy, only one taken down, but the side of Edge is really pushing forward, trying to get this point, and the side of Overclocked is not able to contest it. Stimpy gets a nice kill on Salsa Boy Wonder there. Edge does have 5.5 minutes to push all the way through last point here. There's little Illish Shocks and Callisto just lighting up this kill feed. And you'll have 2 of the 3 support ults for Edge this next fight. They'll have the Transcendence, they'll have the Valkyrie. They can build up to the Dragon Strike and Graviton pretty quickly, especially if Callisto does keep his charge. Yeah, he's currently sitting at a really high charge here. PayPal tried for the flanking Deadeye and paid for it with his life, as Illish Shocks was able to just shoot these arrows into his face. Litzberg is taken down by Leonidas. is traded for Black Prodigy. As Kalisto has this, Graviton does to get both the tanks in it and the Mercy. Mercy's taking out, and this should be the side of Edge is rolling through this last point. PayPal did swap over to Doomfist, trying to contest, but he does not realize there's a Brigitte still on this point that will stun and delete him. Manbear Pig is a nice charge onto Salsa Boy, and that was a really nice attack for the side of Edge as they just rolled through that. I think I can't really see that time behind Stim Support right there. I think it's like 4:39 or something like that left over for the side of Overclock to push through. So, and compared to 1:18 for the side of Overclocked, this Edge has a massive advantage. Overclocked probably wants to run a team composition kind of similar to what they're showing right now. I would probably swap TSM from the Widowmaker over to the Hanzo. Just try and get these combos with this Graviton Surge rolling and get this pushed as far as they can. So I'll suppose going to be playing the Brigitte possibly. The defensive side though, we are seeing Mercy Zenyatta with the Widowmaker Tracer. That Tracer is probably not going to stay on Tracer very long once you see Salsa Boys on this Brigitte. And it's just probably the hardest kind of tracing game, and TSM Cliff's already taken down by Stim. Hits a nice, quick headshot right out of spawn. Salsa Winner did not seem like he wanted to res that. Alright, Stim just win the Widow v Widow. Black Prodigy charges and takes out Lethal Sport. That should just be rezzed up though. TSM Clips try and take down Kalisto on the Zarya. Isn't able to, as Illushox does take out the Mercy and Reinhardt of Overclocked. Overclocked will have one more push to try and take this fight, as that first fight did go pretty handily over the side of Edge. They're starting to build a couple of these ultimates up. The pulse on for Illushox is really getting charged up really quickly. Stambardi is 20% away from this infra site. As TSM's over on this Hanzo, trying to build up his Dragon Strike as quick as he can, trying to split this point apart. And Stim pops the infra site, giving his team size of everything. Manbear Pig charges Black Prodigy. That will just get bubbled though, charging up Leonidas as he does fire back at the cone to Manbear Pig. Half count res is up. Lethal Spork. Lisa's sitting here with a pretty good amount of charge. Little Shock's doing a lot of work in the backlines. Takes out TSM Clips. Leonidas and Kalisto both sitting over here, super high charge, just fighting each other in the backline. But this should be the first point going over to the side of Overclocked. As this next fight though is going to be pretty interesting, as you will have a Graviton Surge on both sides. Stim's swapping over to the Soldier to get back to the point faster. They don't want to give the side of Overclock too much space, but if it doesn't work out, it's going to be really difficult. PayPal's swapping over to the Bastion right now. Gravitons from both sides coming out. Earthshatter comes out, doesn't get much from Manbear Pig. Dragon Strike's coming out. This will be the first fight of many going over to the side of Overclocked, as they're able to get this Dragon Strike combo with the Graviton to clean it up. Halfcow did pop the Valkyrie in that fight, and coming to this next fight, the side of Edge will have no ultimates compared to this Earthshatter from Black Prodigy. This would be kind of difficult as Illushox and build up the Pulse Bomb really fast, try and stick this Bastion, put in a little bit more damage, because the Pulse Bomb does not kill a Bastion anymore, as that was nerfed down to 300 damage for the Pulse Bomb. Jason was taken down low, just gets to get healed up from Salsa Boy. The Reinhardts charge each other, the Pulse Bomb sticks the Bastion. It doesn't get the kill immediately, but it does, at those last couple of shots in there to take out the Bastion, that will just get rezzed up. Inside of Overclocked really just doing what they really want right now. Stimp did swap over to the Svara, takes out the Bastion again. I think an Earthshatter from Black Project came out, is helping to clean up this fight, and this will be Overclocked picking up the second point for their offense is exactly what they need, as they are facing a really big time bank from the side of Edge. Half Cow just gets staggered there in the end as well, so it's the point to just keep pushing forward.
I need healing. Good as new. I will shield you.
PayPal's me popping this Bastion ult. Just trying to put as much as he can. He is able to get knocked far out of the air. He jumps up to the high ground here. He has a really nice position up top over here. Trying to poke down this far. He does get taken out from a combo of Illish Shocks and Stem take. Salsa Boy pops the Valkyrie. Just gonna res up that Bastion on the high ground. But yeah, the Graviton, just not even the Graviton, the Dragon Strike is gonna help the side of Overclock take this point to the end. That's a nice full push with just a little over a minute. That is a really strong from the side of Overclock. Is now they are forcing the side of Edge to full push again. They will have plenty of time, as I believe they pushed it in under the time that they actually have left over. So we will see how Edge wants to respond, as Overclock is able to push that through the entire way. It's like on the defense, you might be seeing PayPal on the defensive Genji here, and they're sticking with this Ryan Zarya composition. They have Salsa Boy on the Lucio instead of that Brigitte. Oh, Salsa Boy 91 on the Lucio, Salsa Boy Wonder on the Mercy. PayPal on this Genji, TSM on the Hanzo. Offensive side, we just Wonder on the same exact team composition they ran the first time. The triple support with the Hanzo, and they're going to try and replicate this first push that they had, try and cap this map once more. Merrific just comes straight in, swinging this hammer, charges up Leonidas a bit. It's not something you want to do, as Leonidas does have some really good tracking. Merrific just bubbled. That bubble's immediately broken. Black Prodigy's in the back line. Leonidas gets a nice pick on Illish Shocks. A stun comes out, and Black Prodigy just not able to no follow-up. Looks like the side of Overclocked might be able to win this fight, but Leonidas does go down in exchange for Manbear Pig. That will get res up by Salsa Boy Wonder, but it does cost him his own life, as Stimp is able to punish that Resurrect. Rally coming out from Lethal Spork over here. He's trying to get his Zarya up with a ton of armor, and along with his Zenyatta. These heroes do get really scary if they have this like 100 extra armor onto them. It makes them extremely difficult to kill. Remember, Pig just take out Leonidas again. Lethal Spork takes out Black Prodigy. That's the tank line for the side of Overclock getting taken out, and side of Edge really trying to push this forward. Just this next team fight, they will have a couple of ults online. They'll have the Zenyatta ult, which probably isn't going to do too much here. If Salsa Boy Wonder damage with TSM as he uses his dragon into the Graviton Surge. A Graviton Surge coming out. Is it damage boosted? Does not look like it is. Doesn't get too much puff from that Graviton Surge. Dragon Strike coming. PayPal does pop the Dragon Blade after the Earth Shatter, and the Valkyrie comes out too. PayPal's getting a couple of these kills. There's a lot of damage on the Illish Shocks and Lethal Spork. Maverick taking out Stimp does get a nice kill onto PayPal at the end here, though. That is, unless Salsa Boy has the res, I don't think they want to hold up this far, so they'd be in a 5v6 here soon enough. PayPal's gonna come back on the Reaper now. Dragon Strike coming out from TSM, trying to get a couple picks, doesn't get anything. As these have to move left or right for that. Black Prodigy try to charge in to get a pick, gets stunned, and then gets charged by Manbear Pig. Dragon Strike plus Graviton Surge comes out again, takes down 3, and side of Edge showing that their offense is not going to slow down against the defense from the side of Overclocked. Only ultimate on the board right now is going to be this Earthshatter from Black Prodigy. If he can make this big, it can help out his team. It does come out, does knock down both tanks. Both Boy and Leonidas are picking up the kills along with PayPal. And this should be the second point hold going on for the side of Overclocked. To be able to take that team fight pretty easily after a nice Earthshatter from Black Prodigy. And it's just a nice late kill and half kill. All these late picks are really going to matter here, as the side of Edge does have literally just a couple more team fights to try and push this to the end. Little Sport does have this Brigida ult ready again. Stimp has the Transcendence. If TSM on the other side though has this Dragon Strike ready, Salsa Boy Wonder has his Valkyrie. Tafka's going to use, it does have hers coming up really soon. Little Sport pops that rally, trying to get his team all armored up for this fight, so that way they can try and take it. This nice Earthshatter from Manbear Pig does knock down 3. Not much follow-up though, as there is the Valkyrie coming up from Salsa Boy Wonder to heal up his team. But Black Archie just pinned. He knocks down Lethal Sport. Haka did pop her Valkyrie at the same time. Earthshatter comes out from Black Archie, doesn't get much. He's able to get some nice damage to finish off Manbear Pig though. Black Archie will get rezzed up. Kalisto's trying to fire back for his team. Takes down 2, but one of them to get rezzed. The United takes out half cow. This should just be another team fight win for the side of Overclocked. One more team fight and Overclocked will take this map and the series. Leonidas has a Graviton, TSM has the Dragon Strike, PayPal has the Death Blossom. So 5 seconds left. Anything to touch? Dual Graviton Surges. TSM does take down 2 with his Dragon Strike. I heard the Reaper ult pop, but I didn't know where it went. Leonidas is getting a couple cleanup kills. This will be the team fight in the series, going over to the side of Overclock.
Victory. Play of the game.
TSM here, getting play the game on this. Hanzo is probably a Graviton combo. Ooh, that was a nice headshot, putting a lot of damage on Kalisto. Pretty nice shots over here from TSM. Yeah, overall, a really good map from both teams. Both of them are able to full push Overclock. As the side of Edge really just got figured out there near the end.